G'day YouTube and g'day the MPD Nation. Guys, it's Brett here from Overtime Gaming with you once again. Let's get straight into the action. As you can see, we got 5.8 million from a request there, and we're sticking in a bid for Olivier Giroud. Sorry I'm speaking so fast and having to go through everything so fast, but this is an action-packed episode. I mean, we've got 3 games, I believe, and a lot of transfers. We're also sticking a bid in for Pogba there. Hopefully these 2 bids will go through. I know I can't afford both, especially as we're just about to sign Lucas Digne. But as you can see, Chelsea put a bid in for Ben Arfa here. And I don't want to let him go for 9.5 million. So we're going to stick this up to 20 million. I don't expect them to go for it, but I'm not in a rush to sell Ben Arfa, and especially after this episode, he definitely proves his worth. And there you go, guys, the first signing of the transfer window. We bring in Lucas Digne, 19-year-old with 72 overall. Had of a good signing, especially for only 4 million. Well, as you can see, we're trying to get Giroud for around 7.5 million with Henry. I don't really want Henry anymore, and I know his value drops as soon as we get out of this transfer window. But Juventus also turned down the deal for Pogba, so we're going to have to raise that. I'm trying to include Obertan in the deal. He's a guy that I don't intend on using, and just to throw in basically, so we don't have to spend over the amount that he's worth. But our first game here, guys, is against Norwich. As you can see, we stick out a strong side again, and hopefully we can get something done. It is Lucas Digne's first game for us, so hopefully he can have a good performance as well. But as I said, it's only going to be highlights this episode, guys. I decided to use the whole of the middle of the January transfer window in this episode, just so we can get through the transfer window quicker, and then have the final game, which is against Reading, I believe, or could be Villa. I think it could be Villa actually, as the last episode of the January transfer window, and then get back into the usual routine of an episode per day. But as you can see, we kick off here, and hopefully we're going to get something going straight from kick off here. Cabaye tries cutting back. He has a shot, but it's just too heavy and can't get anything going. But we've got the ball back 5 minutes later, and Ben Arfa strikes, and he hits the player, and it goes out for a corner. But hopefully we can get something going from the corner here. Brahimi's going to whip it in. Sissoko just couldn't get a head on it, and Norwich cleared the ball here, guys. And they actually hit us on the counter-attack a bit later on. But hopefully we can get some defending. But it's a beautiful ball over the top. But again, good defended by Yanga and Mbiwa just to get the ball out there. Definitely needed him to make a play like that. And Sissoko smashes that one from outside the area, but forces a good save from Reddy. And gets Ben Arfa to whip the corner in once again. And it's a good corner, but we just couldn't get a clean head on it. But Sissoko does get it from outside the area, and beautiful turn by Cabaye. Plays it back to Sakho, who gives it to Sissoko. Straight back to Cabaye, who loses possession on the edge of the box. Norwich with a beautiful ball over the top. And it's just an awful finish. They definitely should have scored there, guys. But they just keep hitting us with these clean attacks, so we just can't stop. And it's an absolutely gorgeous touch once again there. But Sakho just pressures him enough just to make him force it wide. But they're still hitting us with the attacks as we lead into the second half here. And Ruffier forced to make a good save there. He gets down low and just stops anything happening. But they do have the corner, and we've been poor at defending corners so far this year. Or crosses and as a whole. As you can see, we just can't get the ball out here. And we're lucky that Sakho got pressure on him and he just misses. But we do get our own attack here. And hopefully we can get something going. Cabaye hits them here. And he hits the crossbar. Keeper didn't get a touch, he just hit the crossbar clean. 65th minute now, guys. Snodgrass leads an attack, plays it to Djamanovic, who just beats his man. Plays it back to Snodgrass, who cuts back in, and we just don't get any pressure on him. And now, how Djamanovic ever got a touch on that, I will have no idea. But it's a gorgeous header in the 67th minute, and Norwich are up 1-0, guys. Definitely not a result we wanted. We should be leading the team like Norwich, but they do score again here. Snodgrass at the back post with another gorgeous header. We've just been so poor at defending crosses so far this season, and Lucas Digne just couldn't get his head on the ball. Sissoko trying for another long range effort, but again Ruddy makes a good save. And Ben Arfa whips the ball in, and it's an absolutely gorgeous header by Sissoko at the back post there. Just out jumps his man, and we may have a comeback on our hands here, guys. In the 87th minute, Aliadiare trying to start something, plays it into Sissoko, has another long range effort, and again Ruddy just makes a lovely save. But unfortunately that's all that happens there, guys, and we do go down 2-1 against Norwich, and definitely not a result we wanted. But let's get back into transfers. We have had a £7.5 million deal and Henry accepted for Giroud, so it offers Giroud the contract he wants there, guys. And hopefully we can pull off that deal. We've also had a bid here for Bocally, and we do counter off here for 2 million, but unfortunately they do not go through with it, so that deal does not go ahead. We've also had our Paul Pogba bid accepted, so we're offering him a contract here, and I'm desperate to land Paul Pogba. I want him to be the anchor of my team for years to come. And as you can see, we do manage to pull off the Pogba deal, and he becomes our second signing. We have to stall the Giroud deal because we haven't got enough money right now, and that's definitely a good sign for Newcastle. We also put in a bid here for Knockout. He's a player I really want to land. He's not the most talented overall wise, but he's 21 and 71 overall already, and we do sign him later on, and he's got absolutely blistering pace. But as you can see there, guys, is Pogba's first game today, and he's playing a centre defensive midfield, which has allowed me to play Cabaye and Sissoko at centre attacking midfield with Menez and Arfa on the wings. And it is against Reading, guys, but Arfa does show his worth in this game. We have an early chance here in the 6th minute with Cabaye with a free kick, and he just puts it over. I also put too much curl on it, so the goalkeeper would have saved it. But Reading trying to hit us on the counter-attack here, and Digne's got to get back and make a challenge here. But Akpan's through, but Digne just cuts him off and makes him blast it straight at the keeper, and Ruffier with another good save. But they're just beating us now, and they hit the post there, and they really should have scored. Ruffier made himself big, which made him have to go wide with the shot. But they should really have scored there. But we hit him on the break here, and Jeffron with an absolutely gorgeous finish. We have started playing Jeffron up front for us lately, and he's definitely starting to show his worth, especially in this episode. He is brilliant up front in this episode. Beautiful touches there by Menez, and Arfa with an absolute scorcher. And that's what I mean by showing his worth. That was a gorgeous finish, just cutting in from his wing and hitting with his left foot. Beautiful finish. And Pogba here in the heart of midfield. Look at that gorgeous turn, and he just plays it to Sissoko, who has an effort, and it's a good save by the goalkeeper once again. But Reading do hit us on the counter-attack here, but Pogba with some great defensive work to make 2 clean tackles. Absolutely beautiful, and we do win the game here, guys. We go 2-0 up against Reading and win the game. We have Spurs now, guys, in this game. So 2 games on the trot. Nothing really happened in the few days before each games. But we do win a corner early on, and Pogba whips it in. Not quite sure why Pogba's taking corners, but we can't get anything going from the corner. But Arfa plays it back to Cabaye, who will have an effort, and he just hits the post. It was a sneaky little P-roller of a shot. Just rolled under Yanga and Mbiwa's legs as well. And we force another good save there from another long-range shot. We've been good with the long-range shots in recent weeks. But we get beat here, and Dembele cuts in, and just whips one across the goal, and lucky that didn't sneak into the bottom corner for us there. But Menez trying to start something here. He gives it to Lucas Digne, plays it back to Sissoko, who plays a lovely ball back through to Menez, who has an effort and a great save by Loris. And Loris is a guy we've got our eye on, but unfortunately we can't buy him in this transfer window. He's just too much. Dembele just breaks the defence there, and we just can't get the ball clear, and this was just heartbreaking. But luckily, Dembele just misses the header, and we're still in with a chance in this game. It is still 0-0, but Dembele's been all over us, and look at that gorgeous touch to beat the man. And he just puts it into the bottom corner. We just couldn't stop him today. All over us all game. And Defoe here breaks. Bale puts the ball through. Ruffier with a good save, but Defoe's there to get the rebound, and we just couldn't stop it, and we lose 2-0 to Tottenham, guys. But as you can see, we're still offering for Knockout. We're trying to get rid of Stephen Taylor in the deal as well. We're also going over Corsia. He's going to be a backup right back, but we're going to give him a few starts if we do sign him. And we're going to try and get rid of Anita in this deal as well. Anita's worth a little bit more than Corsia, but Anita's another guy I'm not going to try and buy. This is a guy I'm really interested in. Kondogbia, I think his name is. He plays for Seville. He's a centre defensive midfielder, 74 overall already, and he's only 19. He's got heaps and heaps of potential and talent. So we're definitely going to try and make a play for him in this transfer window. But if we don't get him this transfer window, he's definitely coming in next transfer window. I've moved away from the idea of Gonalons and Mbiwa. But I'm definitely going to make a play for this guy in the next transfer window, so him and Pogba can play centre defensive midfield for us. And we do get our knockout deal accepted, and we go into the contract offer here. He does turn the first contract offer down because he wants to know his role, but we do eventually get him. But as you can see, we're still trying to sign Kondogbia, but he just doesn't accept anything. We're going to keep trying, and Corsia we're offering a role to here, squad rotation player, because that is all he's going to be. But once again, Seville turned down the deal, and we just keep up in the hundreds of thousands we're offering. And we do get our deal accepted here for Knockout. He accepts the contract, and he is another signing for Newcastle. And a good signing as well. Very talented player, and you'll see in the next episode he is very much worth the money we paid for him. We also get Corsia here. We do have to stall a Benzia deal because we just didn't have the funds available to us at the time. But as you can see, we're still trying to sign Kondongia, and this is going to be my final offer. We're going to offer Danny Simpson and 700,000, but unfortunately he just turns it down. We just can't pull off the deal. Just not enough money in the bank. We'll try and sign him at the end of the season when we got rid of a few players. But we'll have in the next episode, guys, a game against Villa, I believe, or Reading. No, Villa. So peace out, YouTube. We're heading into overtime.